Blessed love, guys. Blessed love. Welcome once again to another video. And as usual, let me thank you guys for, tuning in once again to another video. And let me remind you guys, as usual, please remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell, guys. And for I give thanks for both all of you guys that has been tuning in for over the few years now. I started this channel. But I need you guys, please. I'm asking to just share some more, like some more, and most of all, share the video some more, guys, so it goes out there, better than what it was before. Okay, so moving right along. So for those of you who maybe hasn't been paying attention, or for some reason, or if you're not a Jamaican but you just love anything Jamaican, and as you can see on your screen, you can see the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, or as known in Jamaica, Labour Rights. They have won, once again a third term, guys. They have won a third term, beating the People's National Party 34 to 29 seats. So just a little update for those who wasn't paying attention for some reason. Okay, so let's move right along, guys. I have a couple missing persons that I want to highlight. So first one up is as you can see on your screen, guys, his name is Tyler Williamson, and he's 17 years old, and he was last seen in Old Harbour Glades, St. Catherine, wearing a blue t-shirt, blue shorts, and black and white slippers. His physical description: brown complexion or fair complexion, slim build, and about 5 feet 6 inches tall. Call the Old Harbour station if you have any information, and the number is 876. So no matter where you're calling from, 876 983 2255. Number again, 876 983 2255. Or if you see any police are passing, you just flag them down, man. Don't be afraid to flag them down and tell them so you have some information to give. I'm sure they'll be happy to take your information. All right. So the other one is a young lady, Jessica Graham, age 16 years old, and she was last seen in Cambridge, St. James, and the mode of dress is unknown at the time of she went missing. And her physical description: dark complexion and medium build. So there's not much information on her her description. So just look at the face, and if you remember the face, I should say, call the Cambridge police station at 876 912 2266. Or as I said before, if you see a police pass by, just flag them down and tell them so you have some information about the missing young lady. All right. Okay, so moving right along, this story that I'm coming to you with, guys, and as you can see on your screen, this face here is one of them criminal, from out our road there, from down the street there, so, and he was deported. Armed and dangerous, that's how the police deemed him. And police say listed as deportee, wanted for murder. Right? So so him dangerous. So don't, if you see him, don't approach him. And okay, so the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, has listed DeAndre Dominic Williams, also known as Yanks, or Street Life, as wanted for murder, and he has issued a warning to the public that he is considered armed and dangerous. So that means don't approach him, as I said before. And he speaks with an accent. So we all know the foreign accent, especially if him they live in New York or whatever. And that's why he's called Yankee or Yanks, right? Okay, so Williams, who the police described as a deportee known to speak with an accent, is associated with addresses at 4 Nannyville Boulevard, Kingston 3, and 68 and a half Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 11. According to the police, he is a suspect in multiple serious crimes, including robbery, car theft, and carjacking. And the headline said he was wanted for murder also. So, you know, this is not a normal guy. You know, you have to be careful how you approach him, or even just look at him, because he might think you know say him wanted and come try to dirt you. He is known to frequent several communities across St. Andrew, including Nannyville, Stony Hill, Chisholm Avenue, and Swallowfield, and reportedly uses various motels and guest houses throughout the corporate area. So, you know, that mean him not sleep one place every night. You know what I mean? And maybe because I accent him, I get enough girl too, so him always have to rent out a hotel room. So authorities are urging anyone with information on Williams' whereabouts to immediately contact 119, the nearest police station, or the St. Andrew South Criminal Investigations Branch. The public is strongly advised not to approach Williams as he is considered armed and dangerous, guys, as I said before. So one piece of warning for this man here, Mr. DeAndre. The police are warning you, please, for surrender. You hear me say please? Because they don't want to take your life, brother. So if you love your life, turn yourself over to the police. Any police, or if you have a church where you go peep through your window sometimes, beg the pastor if he bring you in, or anybody you know of, you know, substance where you can ask to bring you into the police. Because guess what? As Mr. Andy Spot say, you know, Officer Eamon pick the on standby. So don't let them come for you or come look for you. Because guess what? If you put up any form of resistance, you know you go. Straight dirt settings for you. Right? And as the police put it in a mild way, resistance, confrontation, law enforcement will lead to a serious consequence. Alright? So there you go, guys, with that one there. So moving along again, guys. A taxi driver was fatally shot, and you know he lost his 3 points there. And let us get into this story here, guys, because this one here, it just has, you know, keep your calm written all over it. You know what I mean? So a taxi driver was shot and killed on Princess Street in downtown Kingston this morning following a dispute with another cabbie who was a licensed firearm holder. And you see what on your screen, guys? Near Kingston Public Hospital, right? So not even that couldn't save him life. As near as he was to the public hospital, him life couldn't save. So the dead man has been identified as 44-year-old Carlo Ellis, otherwise called Foley, from South Street, Kingston 12. Reports indicate that around 10:30 a.m. the licensed firearm holder was sitting in his taxi at the location when Ellis approached him and an argument developed. So during the argument, the police said Ellis attacked the other cabbie and punched him repeatedly in his face. And you can clearly see that this brother aggressor, or him thinking better than everybody else, right? So in fear of his life, the other cab driver pulled his licensed Glock 17 pistol from his waistband and discharged one round, hitting Ellis in the head and killing him on the spot. In the head, guys. So him not have a chance to even say sorry, or me never know say you have a gun. Police said intelligence revealed that the dispute was about the other cabbie parking and picking up passengers at the nearby Kingston Public Hospital. So him sound like him the president for the cabbie association, because him tell man where to pick up and where to let off and all of them stuff there. So, you know, you see them kind of people, the guys always toxic, because them feel like, you know, and then sometimes again them just see a person and them think, oh, the one you saw, so I go pick on the one. And him little did he know that the man was a licensed firearm holder. Right? So it was honored that both men had ongoing disputes in relation to the picking up of passengers, and that Ellis had threatened the other cabbie on several occasions. So see, just as I said, guys, he's one of them people will probably see this guy and think, oh, the one that's soft, man, he can easy pickings this. right? The firearm was seized and the other cabbie taken into police custody after the incident. So the investigation is going to continue, guys, and the police will decide what if this other cab driver is to be charged or anything. But I saw a video before I even heard about the story, guys, where people were talking, discussing this same incident where the cab driver was shot, and saying if he had just listened, because a lot of people were telling him to just leave the man alone and go on him ways and whatever, but he did not listen. And you see, this is the outcome of not listening when people warning you, right? So there's this thing, that when you say if I had known or if me did know, that mean you already messed up, because guess what, you gone too bad already, you can't take it back. If me did know, right? So we have to just learn to leave things alone, things that don't even concern us, leave it alone, guys, right? Okay, guys, moving along. So this final story that I'm coming to you with is about this businessman, so-called businessman, let me call him that. So on your screen it says businessman caught on Jamaica Eye surveillance stealing, right? And this is something that leaves one to think, what kind of business this person was in. Was he a legitimate businessman or what? But anyway, let us get into the story, guys. All right, so a court date is being finalized for a Kingston businessman who was allegedly caught on Jamaica Eye surveillance stealing a Toyota Probox motor car in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. So the St. Catherine North Police have laid charges on 26-year-old David Ramjeet, and he is of Island Drive, Kingston 19, with larceny of a motor vehicle and conspiracy to larceny of a motor vehicle. All right, so that means him conspire because thief the people them car and probably go sell it back or scrap it or whatever him go do with it. According to the Spanish Town Police, between 2:30 a.m. and 6:10 a.m. on August 13, Ramjeet and other suspects went to Fairview Boulevard in Spanish Town, where they allegedly stole a 2016 Toyota Probox valued at $1.2 million. Right? Following a report to the police, investigators launched a probe. On Sunday, August 31, Ramjeet was reportedly seen on Jamaica Eye surveillance piloting his private motor car while the stolen Probox trailed behind him. He was intercepted, arrested, and later charged after giving a caution statement and participating in a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. So, guys, there you have it. And as I said before, this when you see or hear about things like these, stories like these, it just makes you wonder. A lot of times people just under the guise of a so-called business person, because a lot of the times they're the very things they're selling are stolen items, stolen parts. So I am wondering. I will be keeping my eyes and my ears on the ground, guys, to find out what kind of business this man was in, cause I have a strong feeling about this one here. He probably is a so-called businessman that sell parts or sell cars or something. So they sometimes steal these cars for parts or stuff like that. So as soon as I find this out, guys, I'll definitely let you know in a subsequent video. All right, so once again, guys, thanks for tuning into another video, and please remember, guys, I'm begging, please remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. All right, so blessed love, guys. Peace.